Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jennie will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome back to another bonus episode of Badass Direct Sales Mastery. I'm your host, Jennie Bellinger, your direct sales dom, helping you whip your business into shape. And once again, I was inspired today by someone that I met out and about networking locally here in the St. Louis area. And I thought, oh, okay, I'm pretty sure I've done an episode on this, but by golly, it's been so long. So let's do this conversation again, just in case people haven't heard it. And I'm going to scream this one louder for the people in the back. So yeah, I'm going to go on a teeny tiny bit of a rant today, or at least step on my soapbox, because this was just absolutely, I can't believe this is still a thing. And yet here I am in 2023 saying it yet again. And it's this. So this gal who I will not name because I did not get permission from her to name her name in public. And I don't know if she wants a story out about her or not with her name associated with it. So I'm just going to leave it at this. She was talking to a couple of people who are in our industry. And when I say our industry, I mean direct sales network marketing / MLM. Okay. She was talking to a couple of people in the industry, and she happened to call them like network marketers, and they felt they were direct sales people, or they were direct sales people, or they were network marketers, and she called them direct sellers. She can't remember what order it was in, but frankly, it doesn't matter, because what mattered was the fact that they got pissed off that they got called the other thing. And this just drives me abso-fucking-lutely bonkers, because there's no reason to get pissed off about this. And here's why. Because you know what I did this afternoon when I got home after I finished all of my coaching calls with my coaching clients, and I had a podcast interview that was abso-fucking-lutely amazing. I'm so excited. And then I fed my kids, and then I got on the internet because I was like, by golly, I'm going to find out once and for all why people are getting their fucking panties in a bunch about this. And you can tell I'm fired up because I've already dropped like 7 F-bombs. So I'm looking online, and here's the thing. When you go to look up the difference, like to find out what's a definition of direct sales, and what's the definition of network marketing, what's the definition of multi-level marketing, and you can go to Google and you can type what's the difference between, and then insert any 2 of those or all 3 of those terms in there. And here's the thing. There is no consistent definition for direct sales. There's no consistent definition for network marketing. There's no consistent definition for multi-level marketing or MLM out there. So here's the thing. People are getting their panties over a bunch over how other people get paid, because really that's the only difference, is the compensation plans are different. But guess what, y'all? Your compensation plans are different from company to company. So there might be 2 network marketing companies that have different compensation plans. Are you getting your panties in a bunch, or your boxers in a bunch, if your compensation plan gets compared to someone else's? No. So quit getting your panties and boxers in a bunch over, and by the way, for anybody who's listening outside of the US, that is a way of saying they're getting upset over something really stupid. Can we not get upset and get offended and all butthurt over being called a different terminology that, fuck, even you can't even define the difference between? Most of us, I'm one of the few people who actually knows the difference, but I wanted to go see what was out there on the internet. and it's nowhere out there. So, and here's what's also crazy because I was looking up like direct sales and they kept listing, some examples of a direct sales company is this. And they would say direct sales, you just focus on selling the product, sell the product, sell the product. You don't recruit a team. And then every freaking time they'd be like, here's an example, here are some examples of companies that are direct sales. And in every one of those companies that they listed, in almost every one of those articles, those companies also have a recruiting component. People get rewarded for being a leader and growing a team. And they said that was the difference between direct sales and multi-level marketing. And that was the difference between direct sales and network marketing. Y'all, here's the thing. You guys get paid. I don't care what you do, what you sell, what company you're with. You get paid in 2 ways. That's it. And no, don't come at me, bro, saying, no, my company pays me 13 different ways. We get paid 7 different ways. Bullshit. You get paid for selling a product and you get paid for introducing someone into the company. And when they go and do something and you teach them how to sell and you teach them how to bring people in the company, you get paid on that. You get paid on 2 things. That's it. You get paid on that. I don't care if you're direct sales, network marketing, or multi-level marketing and where people go. Can we all agree we get enough of this bullshit negative perception from everyone outside of the industry, from everyone else, that we should not be adding this to it ourselves, going, well, he called me network marketing and I'm direct sales. Oh my God. We are a fucking family. We're in this together. We're all trying to make this a better way of doing business. Let's stop the insanity. What was that? Susan Powters from the 80s? Stop the insanity. Y'all. Okay, I'm seriously fired up about this. Let's get together, okay? Be proud if someone recognizes that you're with direct sales, network marketing, and MLM, and they didn't associate you with a pyramid scheme, okay? Can we stop getting butthurt over stupid shit and be proud of the fact that we're in business, that we're doing the work, and support our brothers and sisters and siblings? We're going to go some gender neutral here. Man, I wish you guys could see me on video. I'm kind of wishing I'd record this on video because I am fired up and my hands are flying all over my freaking desk here. But can we support our brothers, sisters, and siblings in the industry and be okay when people call us something that our company is not normally called? So if you're normally direct sales and someone says that you're network marketing, smile and nod, because frankly, most of y'all can't even tell the difference between them anyway. You've just heard that your company's direct sales, we're direct sales, or we're network marketers, we're network marketers. Can we just smile and go, yep, and just be glad that they didn't call you a fucking pyramid, okay? Oy vey, y'all. Okay, now hopefully, and I'm probably preaching to the choir because you guys listen to me, so but share this episode with somebody who got butthurt over being one thing being called another, so we can start to bring our industry together to actually support each other and come together. And because here's the thing, we are a family, and if we fight like a family, the rest of the world wins, and we're always going to be this redheaded stepchild. And sorry, I'm going to use that analogy, but we're always going to be the redheaded stepchild of business if we don't come together and support each other. So let's do that. Okay? If somebody calls you the wrong thing, you smile and nod, or you just go, hey, I just want to let you know my company is actually considered A, and then insert the correct terminology and be nice about it. And let's educate people. Please, pretty please with a cherry on top. Let's start educating. And if you don't know the difference, by golly, maybe I'll just have to put together a PDF that explains it, because geez, oh, meso. But here's the crazy thing. this really isn't as simple as taking it into these three definitions, because really and honestly, we're also there's really only a few compensation plan companies. There's only a few companies out there that write all the compensation plans for all of the direct sales, network marketing, and MLM companies. There's only a few, which means there's a lot of overlap in how some of these plans are brought together. And yes, they all like to tell you that theirs is unique, but you guys, I'm telling you, for 7 years now, over 7 years now, and this is being recorded in 2023, for over 7 years now, I have been studying and looking at a variety of companies' compensation plans. Every time I start with a new client, one of the first things I have them do is send me a copy of their company's compensation plan. And you know what? They all have a bunch of things in common, but like I said earlier, everybody just gets paid in two ways: how much you sell and how many people you introduce into the business and how well they do. That's it. Now, let me explain to you, for those of you who are like, okay, great, I'm on board with direct sales, network marketing, and MLM all being cool, and we're family, and we're going to support each other and be awesome. Now, okay, so what's the difference between all of us and a pyramid scheme? Okay. Pyramid scheme has no product. People pay to be a part of it, but there's no actual product. And if you want the full definition, there is a huge involved definition of pyramid scheme on the Federal Trade Commission website. So go to ftc.org for the United States and look at that definition of a pyramid scheme. They've got it right there. If you want to know how the federal government of the United States defines a pyramid scheme, it's right there. Now, for those of you who are in other countries listening to this, I'm sure your government probably has some sort of definition for a pyramid scheme and why it's illegal. But here in the US, it basically comes down to there's no actual product. People get paid based on the people who come in to the company, and I'm putting air quotes around it, with the chance of making money, but they have to put money in order to get money. And that, my friends, is the inherent issue. That's what makes it a pyramid scheme, because the person at the top, all that money does flow up to them. But here's the thing. That's not, I repeat, this is not the way it works in direct sales, network marketing, and MLM, because most companies have a limit on how far down a leader in the company can get paid based on the fact that the company needs to actually make money. And if they paid ad infinitum all the way down the line for everybody, the products would either be completely crappy, cheap products, which we all know our products are not, or they'd be exorbitantly expensive, like to the nth degree, way more expensive than they are right now in order to pay all the people above us. So it's all about how well does your leadership, how well does the leadership trickle down 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe some companies go down 7 to 10 generations and then it stops. That all that money does not flow up to the tippy top. Some of it does. A portion of it does. The company needs money in order to continue producing more products, in order to ship said products, in order to create promotional items such as catalogs and whatever for their consultants. They need money to pay the people who are working at home office. They need money for all of that. So there's not all the money goes up to the tippy top of the very person at the top. Yes, they make a lot of money because they have sheer volume of people under them doing a little bit of work, a little bit of sales, but they're all selling an actual product, and it's a product that makes a difference in a lot of people's lives. That's the difference. So it doesn't matter how you get paid, whether it's direct sales where you get more money. Typically direct sales companies pay out more than network marketing or multi-level marketing because there is less of a recruiting component. Many companies in the direct sales industry do have a recruiting and leadership component, but they don't get paid on as much of their team as, for example, maybe a network marketing or multi-level marketing, because they're looking to add major, massive growth and paying a lot of people a little bit so they can get more people in to build and grow and market the product. That's the main difference. See, I don't even have to create a PDF for you guys. I just told you. And then the difference between network marketing and multi-level marketing is oftentimes in network marketing, it's a straight recruiting system. Who you recruit goes under you. That's it. Multi-level marketing will oftentimes allow or have processes in place that will allow people to recruit somebody in and then put them under somebody else. Boom. That's the big difference. So, rant over, sort of. I hope I never have to say this again. So, but how about this? Not a great transition, but I'm going to leave it in anyway because you guys got to know I'm human, just like you. Knowing all of this, knowing that we need to come together and begin to really elevate our industry. And one of the ways we do that is by learning more. And I know that you are somebody who believes in learning more because you're here, because you listen to the podcast, you have a thirst for knowledge, you want to know more. And because of that, for the last couple of years now, I've put together some virtual summits. And guess what? I got another one happening this week. Literally, by the time you listen to this episode, the summit is either happening tomorrow or happening today or the next day, but it's happening this week. So I'm putting this episode out on March 21st, 2023. My next virtual summit is coming out and starting Thursday morning, March 23rd of 2023. So 3/23/23. We are going all day, 9 a.m. Central to 6 p.m. Central, with 8 speakers on Thursday, and then again on Friday, March 24th, from 9 a.m. Central to 6 p.m. Central. It is a totally free ticket because, once again, I never want there to be a barrier between someone who is ready and willing and has a thirst for knowledge to learn more and attending the summit. Attending the summit is absolutely free to attend live. Now, we've put a lot, and I mean a lot of man hours in between myself and my team, my amazing summit team of Sharon Otaguro, Marcel Brown, Jazzy Wilson, Michael Whitehouse have all been jumping in on this summit. And I know Shabade Jaglal Ramnath, who has helped me and will possibly be helping during the summit. No matter what, she's been a major support. So I'm throwing her name in the hat of my major supporters. But this summit could not come together without all of these people chipping in with all of the man hours that happen here to make this summit possible. So making the recordings, making the additional benefits absolutely free all the time, not an option. So I do have a VIP ticket option. If you're listening to this afterwards and you're like, oh man, I missed the summit. Well, guess what? One of the things that I am going to make available, because you're a podcast listener, I'm going to find a way to do this. I don't know how. I'll have to talk to Marcel because he's my tech guy. But because you're a podcast listener, we'll probably come up with a coupon code maybe and put it in the show notes. But what I want you guys to do is, if for any reason you realize, oh man, I missed it. It's after March of 2023 and I missed that summit and I want to know more. Okay. The VIP tickets for everybody at the summit, $97. So you guys are never going to pay more than that $97. Now, normally for people who found out about it weeks and days in advance, right? They pay the $97 up until a few days after the summit, and then we raise the price because it's how you create scarcity. I'm going to be open and honest and transparent with everybody. It's a scarcity thing. It says, hey, hurry up and invest your 97 because now's your last chance before it goes up to 197. Yes, I'm going to double the price for everybody else who finds out about it some other way, but you're my badass crew. You've been listening. You listen on a regular basis. You are here. And I want you to have the option to get this summit even after it's already passed by and everybody else is paying 197. My badass crew, you guys are at 97 for life. Okay? 97 for life to get all the recordings. And here's what's awesome, because my VIP people, not only do you get the recordings, because here's the thing, VIP isn't just about recordings. VIP is about additional access, right? That's what it is at concerts. VIP means you get additional access. You get to be closer to the band. You maybe even get to get backstage with the band, right? Well, that's what we do with our VIP ticket. It's not just about recordings like most other summits. And by the way, this summit is hella fun if you can attend live. We have a blast. But you get more access with the VIP ticket. So if you happen to hear this and it's before the summit has happened, yay for you, because you're going to get this next VIP bonus that I'm talking about, which is that during the lunch hour, because yes, I take a full lunch hour in the middle of the summit because mama needs a break. I can't go 8 full hours, especially not after having had COVID twice. I got to have a little break in there. But then what we do during the lunch hour is we have a facilitated mastermind, group coaching, whatever you want to call it, for our VIPs in a breakout room in the Zoom room. And you'll have access to that both days. So you're going to be in a room with other VIPs, getting to know each other, getting to say, hey, here's a question I have, or here's a problem or an obstacle that I have. And you know what? Either myself or Sharon Otaguro or someone in the room is going to help you solve that problem, give you some ideas based on what they've done, what they've tested, what they've tried out. So that's the first bonus that you get, is the 2 live masterminds happening during the summit that's only for the VIPs at $97. The other thing that our VIPs get is you are going to get not only my free disc assessment, Deeper Than Disc, which if you guys have been listening, you know that my disc is always free. But here's what I'm throwing in. Normally it's $97 for you to get the consultation to go with the disc. But when you buy the VIP ticket for the summit, no matter when this is, when you buy the VIP ticket for the March 2023 summit, you're going to get your Deeper Than Disc assessment for free, which is normally is, but you're also going to get the 1-hour consultation to go with it with me privately, which is normally $97 in and of itself, by itself, $97. You're going to get that at no additional charge. You get me helping you understand yourself so that you can be a better business person, better mom, better wife, better spouse, better dad, better friend, because you know who you are and why you do what you do. What motivates you. I'm going to be able to tell you what will get you off your ass to do the thing that you need to do, because that's what the Deeper Than Disc does. So you get that. That's bonus number 2 after the recordings. Because again, like I said, it's all about access. You just got access to me for a free hour of me helping you out as part of that VIP ticket. You also are going to get invitations, exclusive invitations to pop-up masterminds, pop-up group coaching that only the VIPs are going to get to do. I'm going to be inviting the best people in my network to do exclusive trainings for our summit VIPs, some exclusive mastermind facilitation, whatever you want to call it, workshops with amazing speakers, coaches, authors, trainers coming in and sharing their best information with you because you're a VIP, and only the VIPs get those invitations. All of that for $97. And there's so much more. I didn't even pull this up to have it ready to remember all the things that I'm offering. So I'm like literally going to my website right now to go, what else did I offer them? What else did I offer them? Let's see. Let's see. Virtual. It's badassdirectsalesmastery.com/virtual summit VIP ticket page. And that will tell you everything you need to know about that. And I'll have the link in the show notes. But here's what you get. Okay, so recordings, which I already talked about, the masterminds during lunch, which I already talked about. Oh, yeah, you're going to get all the gift links for all of the speakers emailed to you immediately. You will also get the Deeper Than Disc. Oh, you're listening to the podcast right now. The VIPs will get, dig this, guys. I'm not even kidding you. This also is worth a minimum of $97. So I'm offering you over $200 worth of stuff from me for the VIP ticket. Okay, so $300 worth of stuff. The recordings, the Deeper Than Disc assessment, and complimentary consultation to go with it. That's normally $97. And you will get an invitation to be a guest on this podcast, which is, I don't know if I've even announced this on the podcast right now. This podcast is the number 3 best direct sales podcast to listen to in 2023, according to FeedSpot, and the number 1 network marketing podcast of all time on Good Pods. Holy shit. And now you, as a VIP, when you invest in the VIP, will get to be a guest on this show, and I'm going to treat you like a featured, sponsored episode, which means no other ad going on your episode. It's going to be all about you, and you won't have to pay that $97 because you already paid it to be a Summit VIP for the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Virtual Summit in March of 2023. So you're going to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com. Now, if the summit hasn't happened yet, just go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com, click on Summit, register for free, and then it will redirect you to the Summit VIP page, okay, automatically. But you have to go through that registration to get the dashboard link to take you live to the summit. So badassdirectsalesmastery.com, at the top of the page, click on Summit, and then it will take you through the process of registering for free. And then the redirect on the back end will take you back to this page, and you can invest in the VIP ticket if you want to. If it is March 25th of 2023 or after, when you're listening to this, you're going to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com/virtual-summit-VIP-ticket-page. I know that's a lot. That's why I put it in the freaking show notes, so that you can go ahead and invest that $97, and you will automatically start getting all of the emails that go with the VIP to get you your Deeper Than Disc online assessment link and your complimentary consultation link. It will send you the link so that you can be a featured guest on the Badass Direct Sales Mastery podcast, what you're listening to right now, the number 3 best direct sales podcast and the number 1 network marketing podcast. You want to be on this show. It gets you visibility and credibility for the people in your life that you got to be a part of the show. You don't have to tell them you paid the $97 to be here. I won't. That's fine. You're going to be on the show, and you're going to get all of that information so that you can learn more to earn more from all of the speakers who are on the summit, all of the gifts that they have to offer you, in addition to the gifts that I'm offering from my presentation on the summit, because I still have 2 other additional gifts Two. I said two additional gifts. One for the live attendees and then the VIP gift that you're going to get because you're a VIP. So you're going to get 4 things from me, guys. 4 from me for $97. I don't know why you're still here. You should be clicking in the show notes right now. Right now. Just go to the show notes. Go to the show notes. Stop folding laundry. Stop cooking dinner. And immediately go to the show notes. Register to attend for free if this is March 21st, 22nd, or 23rd, 24th, right? When you're hearing this, and go watch it live. Go, just go there right now. Okay? Buy the VIP ticket if it's March 25th or after. The link is in the show notes. And get started. Reach out to me and say, hey, how do I get the VIP ticket? I will send you the link. You are in at $97 for life. And if you go there and it's charging you more than that, send me a message. You guys know how to reach me. And if you don't, freaking Google me. You can get to me all kinds of ways. Send me a message through Facebook. Send me a message through Instagram. I'll freaking figure it out eventually, right? Friend request me and say, hey, I was just listening to the podcast. I want to buy the VIP ticket, but I can't find the link, or it's trying to charge me $197. What's the code? And I'll tell you the code. If I don't know, I'll go make one up because I know how to put coupon codes in the back end of my website. I will make it up so you can get that 97 ticket no matter when you're buying this. Because that's my commitment to you. Because if you're willing to invest in yourself, to go the extra mile, to get the extra stuff, to have more access to the speakers, to have more access to me, then I'm going to pour into you like crazy. Like crazy. That's it. That's what I do. Now, I hear from people all the time, under promise and over deliver. I have a tendency to just promise a shit ton and still over deliver because I know what I know and I know what I offer is fan-fucking-tastic. I know that my clients get a lot out of working with me, and I know that my listeners learn a lot from being part of the podcast. I hear from people all the time how much they learn from being a part of the podcast. I really, really want this for you. And I know in direct sales and network marketing and MLM, we talk about how you can't want it more than they want it for themselves. And yet I'm still wanting more for you. So find a way, get the ticket, because I want to be here to help you. The $97, I'll make that elsewhere. We'll find that elsewhere. I'll help you make it elsewhere. Because let me tell you, I've got people who have invested in every VIP ticket I've ever offered, and they continue to do so, and they always will, because they know what they're getting is worth it every fucking time. So, wow, this episode has gone way longer than I thought, but I had my little rant at the beginning. Can we all agree we're a family now? Even though this is the Badass Direct Sales Mastery podcast and you're a network marketer, you've been listening for a while. Good on ya, as they would say in Australia. Marlene, right? One of our podcast listeners in Australia. Good on you, mate, for listening. If you're a network marketer and you listen to a direct sales podcast, if you're MLM and you're listening to a direct sales podcast, good on you too. Because you know what? You already looked past it. So I probably was just preaching to the choir at the beginning of this episode. And frankly, I don't give a fuck, because at least you'll probably share it with somebody who gets all ass hurt when they say that. It'll be like, you're going to go, oh, wait. There's this episode by Jennie Bellinger. Yeah, you got to hear this one. I don't know what I'm going to call this, but I think I'm probably just going to call it, Can We Just Not? Can we just not? And you guys are probably, when you saw the title, were like, what's this about? But her bonus episodes are always a little crazy and fun. So here you go. Yeah, I've over talked too much. Let's all be family. I'm gonna recap this, bring it all back together. We're gonna be family, direct sales, network marketers, and MLM people. We are all one. Let's support each other. Let us be brothers, sisters, and siblings for each other, help each other out, support one another, cheer each other on. Let's not get all pissy and let other little things tear us down, because we already get enough of that shit from everybody else. And in order to make sure that you are running the kind of business that you can be proud of, that you feel comfortable and confident and ready to kick ass and take names, then you need to be at the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Virtual Summit. Whether it's the one in March of 2023 or any virtual summit after, we're going to have, pretty much by April 1st, we'll have the summit page flipped over for the next summit, ready for people to get signed up on a waiting list to be alerted when the next one is ready. I'll figure it out. I don't know. It's not my job. It kind of is, but it's not. But get to the summit, check it out, come learn more to earn more, because I want more for you. And I know you want more for you, or else you wouldn't be here. So instead of just learning more, it's time to take action. It's time to pick up your damn phone and go see if the summit's still going, or get the VIP summit stuff, and reach out if you need help figuring all of the bonuses and whatever. I'll walk you through the process. I'll help you out. That's what I'm here for, or someone on my team will. But that's what we're here for. I want to serve and support you. That's why I put this together. It's a shit ton of work. And by God, every minute up until I get to the summit, I'm like, oh man, why do I do this? And then I get started on the summit. And every time by the end, I'm exhausted, but I am smiling from ear to ear because of what an experience it has been. The transformation that happens in the people who attend live, the messages that I start getting after day one saying, this was amazing. I can't wait to see what happens on day 2. And then the people who message me afterwards, the speakers even message me going, this was amazing, because they often end up staying to see who's on after them and checking things out. It's just, guys, you've heard me say it once. You're hearing me say it again. I don't half-ass anything. I bad-ass everything, including this Badass Direct Sales Mastery Summit. I find the absolute best people to bring to you, and I want you to hear them, because I'm a big believer that the speakers that you hear from, you're meant to hear from them, because there's something you're supposed to learn that's going to move you and your business forward and your life. I mean, God, I get life lessons all the time from this, not just business stuff, but life lessons. And I have these aha moments. You want to know how I got to where I am now? It's because I never quit learning, and I never stopped taking action and doing something with what I was learning. And now it's your turn. Do something. Stay tuned, because there is another badass episode on its way. But it's happening after the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Virtual Summit. So get to badassdirectsalesmastery.com right now. Click on Summit, sign up. And then, after this weekend, listen to the next Badass Direct Sales Mastery episode on its way.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast, so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.